Hey guys, what's up? This is Eric with Germandy's. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about my lack of posting. It's not for lack of interest in the site or lack of working. I've been working a lot actually, and that's why the posts have been a little bit more sparse over the past few days. But it's with good reason, because I'm trying to make sure that the information that's up on the site is not just a rehash quick information that you may be able to see in 100 other places. I'm really trying to make sure that you guys get the meat of what's going on, the deep portion of each thing that we're talking about on Germandy's, because I want you guys to really feel that you're getting true information that'll be beneficial for you here. I've got a bunch of stuff going on right now. It's just a little slow for getting the information because this is tourism season, and most of the people here work maybe 4.5 months out of the year, and they have to live on that. So when tourism is high, they have little time for me. And my site only works based on the feedback from other people or what I can do myself. And since I'm just one guy, and surprisingly enough, I do have other things going on in my life other than this site, I just can't do everything. So I am talking to them. I've got some interviews lined up. I've got some reviews going up on different hostels, some stuff like that. I'm just waiting to get with the owners of these hostels because I want you to get to know them more than just their building. These places here, a lot of the hostels are very, very owner oriented, and so with that in mind, you'll deal directly with the owner. You'll have your meals with the owner, and that sets the ambience or the atmosphere for everything, and that's important. Also, a lot of these companies here for tourism are slightly small, and when you make reservations or when you deal with business, your guide may actually be the owner, or the owner will set up all the reservations for you and make all of the arrangements. So I think it's very, very important that you guys know these people. You get to feel how they are, what they think about what they're doing, what they think about their own company. And by interviews, especially if I can get them on video, that'll make you guys feel a lot more comfortable with them, I think. And I actually do a reviewing process to make sure that I'm not just like interviewing some guy that I don't even have confidence in, because I'm trying to bring you guys the best. I'm trying to let you know what truly you can do here. On top of all of that, we've got one trip coming up, but with 2 portions, which I hope will be beneficial for you guys too. I'm going to take a bunch of photos and try to get them edited so that you can see what's going on. With that in mind, we're going up to Llanada Grande, which is in the 10th region, but it's at the very south. It's what they consider northern Patagonia. It's just south of Cochamo, but we're going to go from Llanada Grande all the way up to Paso León, which is at the border of Argentina, and the only way to get there is either walking or on horse. But I've heard that walking it, because it's so incredibly steep, will take you forever and actually, just wear you out. So we're going to do that on horse to make it a little bit faster, because horse trekking is very, very common here. And on top of that, when we come back down, we're going to go up for 2 days, come down for 2 days, and then we're going to spend a week walking from Llanada Grande to Segundo Corral. And with all of that in mind, there's a bunch of waterfalls there. There's a bunch of what they call virgin forest. They're not cut. They're not. They've never been logged, which is a big deal here because there's very few areas that are true original trees. There's pristine rivers and streams where even foreigners just drink straight out of the streams and you don't get sick. You still want to be cautious with that, but I'll let you know all about that stuff. I'll let you know what it cost. I'll let you know who we had contact with, how they were. I'll put up the photos so you can get an idea of what's going on, the views that you can see. And then on top of all of that, I've got a number of other stuff going on too, with trying to figure out what kind of activities you guys can do here in the winter, because I think that the winter area here is underrated. It's under supported for tourism, because there's a bunch of stuff you can do. I mean, if you can ice climb in the summer on Osorno, you can ice climb in the winter on Osorno, and it'd be even better. I've got some information about Osorno. Yes, it's fairly popular for climbing. In fact, they have fixed routes for beginners and stuff like that to be able to take you up to the top and it be easier. But you can do some first ascents on it. You can even do, if you don't want to do a first ascent, you can do other ascents that have been done but are still, you know, truly for the adventurer. I'm also going to cover some gear opportunities for you guys for if your gear gets damaged or if it gets lost in the airport or via baggage. There are some cheaper options for your basic camping here. Instead of buying like a crazy expensive tent that costs, you know, twice as much here, you can buy one and then it just be like a cheap usable tent for this portion and maybe a backup tent for when you get back to the States. I actually don't have my tent here, it's in the States. I gotta wait until I go back to visit to get it because I only paid $75 for it and they want $90 to ship it here plus tax. And with that in mind, I'm like, yeah, not so much for that. So somebody lent me a tent. It's just a basic like $35 tent you find at most of the stores here that sell any kind of camping gear. So I'll review that when I get back, but it's going to be an interesting experience because it doesn't have a rain fly and my head and feet touch the tent, so I'm probably going to get soaked, but it's just what's going to happen. We'll have to see what we can do about our gear too, because I don't know where it's going to fit. I guess we'll just sleep with it on our chest or something. And so we're gonna go over all this stuff when I can get more of it together. I just want you guys to know what's going on so you can have some little anticipation about it. I did find an article recently from REI. Yeah, I know some people say REI, the big monster or whatever, but you know, there's benefits and there's negatives to small shops, and there's benefits and negatives to, there's pros and cons to big shops too. One of the pros is that they have the money and they have the ability to send teams out to experience new things and let you know what's going on with those things. And one of the things they did was they came to Chile, they came to northern Patagonia. They started, I think, in Bariloche, which is in Argentina. They took like a 9 or 11 day trek. I can't remember at the top off the top of my head. I've got to reread the article again so I can put it up there. But it was really interesting about them going and doing rafting in Villarrica and then doing the trek and everything that they were able to do. They seem to really have enjoyed it. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the link up to it so that you guys can go check it out. And that's really a little bit further north than what I usually touch on, but it's all part of northern Patagonia, and I think it really merits you guys looking at it because it can really get you guys excited about coming here. And we'll talk a little bit more about some interviews and stuff that I've got going on in the future. So hope this kind of helps you out to understand why I haven't been up lately, but hope it encourage you guys to keep coming back to. I haven't forgotten about you, and I'm just trying to get the best information I can. So hope you guys have a good day and be safe, and talk to you guys later. Bye.